All right, chapter 2. Enough of whatever the hell the last character's
Ivory,
name was.
of course. The iconic character
No,
Ivory.
it wasn't Ivory. It was like Iva or something, right? Or
Iva, yeah.
I don't know.
Our friends call her Iva, yeah.
You ready for another monosyllabic male character here? Because we had like Max and like something else.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, it was. We had Zach and then Max.
I'm ready for Detective Sage Holmes.
All right, let's go.
What a name.
This chapter also contains slight violence, low self-esteem. Oh, thanks for the low self-esteem warning. Jesus.
What? Okay, like, trigger warnings are... I don't know, I don't want to get to that, but, like, really? For low self-esteem? Is that a thing? Is that one? Really? I didn't know.
And kidnapping at the end, just so you know. Is that going to be every fucking chapter?
Like, one of these things is not like the others. Slight violence, kidnapping, and low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem.
Wait, what?
Oh my god, I can't... I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle the low self-esteem.
I have enough of that on my own, thank you very much.
yeah. I can't handle a little bit more. Sage's point of view. My name is Sage Holmes. I've never really fit in at a school. Maybe they think I'm a vampire because I'm so pale, like the thing in the Iva's closet. Whatever the case.
What you cut out there? Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. You didn't miss much.
Yeah, catch you up to speed. Sage Holmes. Got it. All right.
I made a comparison to him because he says I'm so pale, and I made a comparison to the thing in Iva's closet.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this him?
What if? Whenever I talk to people, they scream. Whatever the case. When games are played, I was always picked last. It's like weird tenses here too, because maybe they think I am a vampire. Whatever the case, when games are played, I was always picked last. Like
they also didn't like me because I tense swapped very frequently.
Yeah. I used to have friends, but they all decided to go to the popular group. I was left alone, but that seemed normal now. So to summarize, my first year of high school. It's just peachy. A little bit of ironic humor there.
Yeah, it's got some wit there to him. I like him already.
Yeah. Oh man,
Don't worry, Sage. I like you.
He's a detective. Yeah. Every morning I look in the mirror and see my ginger curly hair and brown eyes against my pale skin. My tree trunk brown eyes or whatever. Tree bark brown eyes. Dang, Sage. Whoa, there wasn't a profanity warning here. Jesus.
Sage keeps it PC.
Yeah. Get some sun or they'll think you're a Scottish vampire.
Are we reading the same thing again? Like, what is this?
Wait! Alright.
And then I patted myself on the back and gave myself a good chortle. Good one, Sage.
Oh, man.
They certainly don't hate me for my humor. I know that.
That's why they keep me around. Oh, man. Cracking self-deprecating jokes as I was being picked last for games.
This must be the low self-esteem part of the chapter.
Or maybe that's the whole chapter, honestly. It's not that long.
It's a whole pity party of a Sage.
I always walk into my closet and find a black, gray, or dark blue outfit, which makes me look even more pale. Not that I or anyone else care. Nobody takes the time of day.
You think they do, apparently, right? Like, you mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's like, oh, everyone hates me, but I don't care. But nobody cares. Perfect. Okay. Even in high school, I wear the extra small in women's. I'm small and skinny for being 15. Or you could just wear small or medium in kids. I don't know how it works. Okay.
Yeah, if that's like anorexic or something.
Yeah, really. Sometimes I've even mistaken for being 13. And how old are you? Just so
I
we can compare to...
I think you said it was 15, which is like the gap between 13 and 15 is not that huge in my opinion. Like I could mistake a 13-year-old for a 15-year-old, and vice versa probably. Unless they had facial hair, and they're like 18 in my eyes or something.
I could make bigger mistakes than that. I didn't even see where he said his age on here, so...
Oh, I thought it was, I'm small and skinny for being 15.
Yeah, you're right. It was a sentence ago, so it hasn't settled into the long-term memory yet. Alright.
Well, there's so much detail to keep track of here, so, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm trying to look for anything. Trying to figure out what tense we're in still. I was walking home from school when the popular group walked past. I used to have friends there. Everyone from the group was going to Kate Sanchez's amazing house. She is the group leader, and she always has to have a boyfriend and the best clothes ever. It's just like a weird...
It's some weird, like, things to focus on specifically.
Yeah. Like, she always has to have a boyfriend and the best clothes ever.
That makes you the popular kid, I guess.
Like, I feel like it would have made sense if like, he said, like, she always has to have a hot boyfriend or something, like, maybe, like, some qualifier there.
I thought he was going to say, like, she's got a boyfriend, like, every other week or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, again, like, just like the fact that she just has a boyfriend, but like there's really no qualifier. It's like, okay, she just has to have one.
Yeah.
And the best clothes ever.
She's in a healthy, committed relationship.
Yeah. And she is the group leader, because this is how groups work. Every group has a definitive leader. Everyone wants to be her because of how she looks. There are only a few that can see that past her beauty. Yeah, sorry, past her beauty, there is a rotten girl. That's another one that's so funny to me. It's like, it's not even like, oh, there's like the rotten heart that lies beneath or something. It's just like, there is a rotten girl.
There is a mean person there
behind her. Like, what a complex sentiment too, right? That
I know,
somebody could look
really
good on the
people.
outside, but deep down they could be not a good person. I don't know.
This guy's reading people like a Wattpad story. This is incredible. So deep and profound.
Oh man! As they walked past, I saw my ex-friends. I love that. If you don't mind me taking a quick segue here, I was in like the drive-through with somebody like in Chick-fil-A, and the guy I was bagging, and the guy that was like next to me was talking to somebody in the window that he, I guess, had recognized. He was like, "Oh, I know you from somewhere. Are you friends with like, I don't know, like Nick or whatever his name is?" And then the guy in the car was like, "Well, former friends." It's just like, and it was like an adult too, like a grown, like a grown adult. And I just thought that was like a funny thing to say, like, "Oh yeah, former friends."
It's like all matter of fact. Like that's the new status now, the official status.
It's like, even if I feel like, I don't know.
It does seem like a weird thing to point out, yeah. Especially with with relationships, it kind of makes sense, but with friendships, it seems a bit weirder, yeah.
Yeah. It's like former friend, yeah. So that's like something I always just think is really strange. But yeah, I saw my ex-friends Kayla and Abby. They stared at me like they never knew who I was. I stepped off the edge of the sidewalk to let them pass. Oh man, stepping off the edge. When Kate saw me looking at Kayla and Abby, she smirked evilly and crinkled her nose at me.
Yeah, because I guess she stole them from him, and she's aware of this dynamic, I guess.
She has such a crinkly nose.
She's a rotten girl.
Beneath her crinkly nose is a rotten girl. I was about 4 blocks from my house when I heard someone following me. I turned around and saw a man. I thought it was a man, but then I was like, oh, it's a thing. His face kept shifting, but his pale skin tone was the same. Well, there you go. That's enough for a police sketch. Just, go get it.
Yeah.
He held a massive stick in his long white fingers. Oh man, the jokes write themselves. Okay, I was frozen in fright, like a deer in headlights. All I could do was stand like an idiot and watch him come closer. Sage. Oh, how fun it will be with you around.
You and your jokes. I heard that Scottish vampire joke earlier, and it was
finally
hilarious.
Some fresh banter around here. His voice was deep and scratchy. I stayed, still unmoving, unable to do a thing as he whacked me in the head with a stick.
In broad daylight on the street, not even in the shady alley. He's just
love that, yeah. He's just like whacking him in the head with a stick. I lay on the ground, barely conscious, as he threw me over his shoulder. At last thought raced through my mind. At least no one will miss me. I slipped into the unconsciousness.
Jeez, dude.
What a
you
downer.
It's like Eeyore or something. Like, well, I may be getting kidnapped and possibly murdered, but I guess no one will care. That's the one positive.
No one will care that there's a strange man that is
bought me on the head with a stick.
Walking around killing people.
Ho hum. My last thought was, I wish he'd used the bigger stick to hit me over the head. Like the next chapter with Sage is gonna be like, unfortunately, I woke up and realized I was still alive. Oh well.
Yeah, they'll have to put a Debbie Downer trigger warning on the next one. Sage is loosely based off my co-author and fabulous bestie Zoe. She is awesome and helped motivate me through all this, and even wrote the Sage chapters.
I think someone needs to help motivate Zoe.
Sage is based on the character that wrote this, basically. Her account is that. Please go follow her. Anyway, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask and try to answer as soon as possible. Sorry again for the short chapters. The introductions aren't very long, but later chapters will be ... Just one more introduction to go. I published this way earlier than planned. I was going to continue if I got 10 reads in 2 weeks, but I got 1 read and I was like, that's good enough. But I got about 30 in one day. Oh, there you go. How epic is that? It really boosts my self-esteem to know that so many people I have never... Whoa, careful, self-esteem warning there. To know that so many people I have probably never met are actually interested in the things that I am saying. It's amazing. Thank you guys. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Eva? Did I make her too spoiled? I wanted to go for that a little, but I hope it wasn't too bad. What? It's just because of her $100 purse? Like, that was it, right?
No, not spoiled enough, really.
Yeah. What was the rest of her spoiled behavior?
The way she's a latchkey kid.
Talk
about spoiled.
Yeah, right. Yeah, talking about spoiled. Yeah. At least she tried to put up a fight. Poor Sage. She has always. Oh wait, is Sage a girl?
Wait, what?
For some reason, I thought. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
The whole time.
Yeah.
The name was kind of like gender neutral, but I guess I saw Holmes, and my thought was, oh, Sherlock Holmes, so I immediately just associate with a male right there.
Yeah, well, that just shows how sexist we are. So.
Yeah. Whoops. All right, we'll have to heavily edit this episode then.
Yeah. Our bad, guys. How epic is that? It really. Okay. Where am I? Okay. Poor Sage. She's always one of my favorites. Ev is always. Who the hell is Ev? Ev is always number one, though. Thoughts on Scared Sage?
Is that her nickname?
Yeah, Scared Sage. I mean, I would say like Sad Sage would make sense. I don't know about Scared Sage. Yeah. She has the self-esteem of a depressed elephant. I love her.
Oh, that's the Eeyore bit. Okay.
All right. It's like, yeah, I love her because she's sad. All right. And then the comment, my favorite character so far. What, of the two?
Yeah, of this colorful cast of characters. So diverse.
Really? Question mark. That's cool.
Even she's like, really?
She was really created by somebody else, so that explains it. It's like, yeah, someone else created her, so that's why you like that character.
You just have poor taste in characters.
Just, she is LOL, whatever that means. Oh, I guess that's her reply. Oh, she's Eeyore. She's an Eeyore. There you go. So, this is in broad daylight. Maybe you should include the fact that nobody was around, because as far as I can tell, the popular group is still quite close, even though they would do something, right? And in case you didn't know, Ev is a third... Good response, by the way. In case you didn't know, Ev is the... I guess there is actual reply to that, sorry. Well, don't I feel dumb now, lol. Okay, so she did reply.
Didn't change it, though.
In case you didn't know, Ev is a third female character and will be in the next chapter.
Wow, if only there was a way to actually introduce us to this character in the story itself.
It's like, yeah, don't worry, this garbage tier character my friend wrote, you don't want to deal with her too much longer. Ev is coming around, and she's the best.
She's the real star of the show.
And then just more apparent replying to herself. It's so true, though, lol. I completely agree with that statement. Thanks, Finding Shiro.
Boy, that's some good constructive criticism, you know?
Yeah.
Really says a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. If you want to take it away with the EV, whatever the hell her name is, Ev, I guess, if it's for short for Everett.
Everett. Now I got flashbacks to my freaking middle school teacher or elementary school.
I got flashbacks to the mountain. So I guess Everest.
Yeah, Mount
It was almost a good joke. Whatever. What was I thinking of? There's another Everett. We'll have to scrap the whole podcast now. This isn't gonna work out.
Yeah, we faltered.
All right, man. I'm sorry.